Greetings, Internet, and welcome to Aaron Plays. And in this episode, I'm going to be continuing my playthrough of Into the Woods. And we're still on the first turn. In fact, we just now got effectively the second activation chit drawn, and that's for Ruggles division over here. So, and I hope you're doing fantastically well. And if you enjoy what I'm doing, remember to give the like button a tickle. So, we're starting over here. Now, we do not have to maintain a continuous front. What's a continuous front? I'll say, go and refer to one of the earlier episodes if you haven't seen that. So we don't have to maintain a continuous front with this particular division. And I'm looking at this as the second wave, the first wave being Hindman's division. So we'll start with, now, going through the sequence of play. So we've had a new activation chit. Okay. Do I want to change orders phase? Do I want to change any of these brigades orders? I don't think so. They're all under advance. That's the quickest way for us to get through this woods, so we can actually get to grips with the Union. So I'm not going to do brigade coordination. So it's the action phase. So I'm doing this one brigade at a time. And we will start with, well, first of all, me zooming in. And we'll start with Pond's brigade. And we can zoom in quite a lot here. I like to do this so you can see the nature of the terrain and so on. 38th Tennessee. So we're just going to move these up 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. There's 2 units in 6. I can't move them as a stack. 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. And because it entered after that, it will go behind. The reason why I'm doing this, again, is just to support the first wave. 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. Now, what I want to do, and I'm going to zoom out a little bit, is because obviously that's a core. I would like to have another core over this side and driving. This is awful bloody terrain. Slopes. I'm assuming those are marsh and more slopes. But if we can get into a division, a brigade, a core, starting to get over this side with this second core. That is Braggs Corp, yeah. Operating over this flank is my thoughts. Whilst third corps, Hardee, moves in this general direction over here. So to clarify that, I would like this division, which is Ruggles, effectively, what's his name's called? Braggs, to start moving this way. And Hardees division to come this way. So that the actual lines are here and here for the push onto the Union positions. And continuing along that sort of front there. Okay, I hope that sort of makes sense for the way I'm looking at this at the present moment. Okay, let's zoom back in. There we go. So that's why these units are moving more this way. 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. Why? An ungreen unit. Now, again. Ooh, Jenkins. Is that actually an unassigned unit? Okay. Well, now we found one. I know what to do when the next unassigned chit comes out. 1.5. No, artillery, which is 3. So it's 3, 6, 3, 6. Jenkins, is he an unassigned unit? Doesn't look like he hasn't got Pond's blue colour there, has he? So, what's he called? Jenkins. Yeah, I'm looking at through the actual Order of Battle book. Where's Pond? There he is. It says Jenkins Cavalry. Just says 1/2. So he's assigned to the 1st Division, 2nd Corps. So he should be. Yeah, I should have moved him in the other side. I'll remember that for next time. And that completes Pond's activation. So let's just clear all the movement there and give him a little A1 on him. One of those. So there he goes. Boom. Right. Then we'll activate Anderson. All right. And again, I'm tending to want to move him more this way rather than behind 3rd Corps. So here we go. 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. And 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. And again, change the stacking order there. Anderson can move up. Now, here's artillery. Man, it's going to be slow, isn't it? 3, 6. Yeah, they can all. Mr. Ruggles. I want to keep these all together, so I think we'll move him to there. Okay, and that completes Anderson's brigade. And we'll give him an activation marker. Okay, these are under advance orders, so maybe I should have a couple of those floating around. There we go. All right, it looks like the last units from this division. That's interesting. There only seems to be one division. That corps. Where's the rest? I mean, Bragg has Ruggles and Withers. Withers down here. 2-2. Okay. Phew. That's what makes more sense. Right. Okay. Yeah. Still learning about who's with who and who's with what. Gibson's brigade then, and they will go Again, under advanced orders, 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. And 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. And keep Gibson, give him a little activation marker. We can actually give that to Ruggles as well. Like that, and Gibson. Okay, doesn't seem to have any attached artillery. Just in case I missed it, no. So that actually completes that division. That was quite swift. So, okay, well, let's bring up the AM pool, draw pool. Click the button, not drag. You can't drag these things. So where is the pool? There we go. And okay, so the Confederate chart. We will now place Ruggles AMs there. And I think we'll put the unassigned ones. There we go. Put them in the wrong place. Okay, so the next trick draw. Look. Withers. Okay. Withers is Withers. And Withers is shorter division, which is over here. Oh, I just realised my mistake here, do you? Yes. Withers is part of 2nd Corps. Gladden's brigade is only attached to Hindman's disactivation. So in my great plan of moving these guys over here, they're going to be out command. Arthur cocked up there. Maybe I should be moving 2nd Corps to this flank. Or do I bring Gladden's back? Yeah. I'm not sure. I should have maybe done a little bit of research. Where did these formations end up? Because we're quite congested on the narrow front. Was it 1st Corps on this side of the formation? And, sorry, 3rd Corps and 2nd Corps on this side of the formation? Well, we're here to learn. So I'm going to Withers move up and hopefully not be too congested by these guys. Again, no change of orders. So let's just move them. So 3, 6, so 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. I'm not seeing any gullies or slopes that's going to hinder this. 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. And so this is Jackson's brigade. I'm sure this is not the Stonewall Jackson. He's got the word cautious, and he's not. Yeah, he's definitely not. And he's only a brigade commander. So 1.5, 3. Well, I can change facing. So once per hex. 4.5. Change it back. You can only move into your frontal hexes. 6. Hex will go sit in the middle there. And the battery of artillery. Artillery can move through other units. So this is the Corinth Road. We're on the road there. So that's half 1. 1.5. Okay, so I've created a little bit of a traffic jam for myself here. Cavalry and artillery, you can have up to 6 guns in that hex with a cavalry unit. But I'm moving through on the road. And there's an exception. Remember, this game likes its exceptions. Moving along pikes and roads, but not trails, may move through friendly units in such a hex, paying the movement cost of the pike or road, unless the latter are under march orders. These guys are not under march orders. So far we have gone 1, 1.5. Don't want to pick up the regional arc leader. 2. The other gun's moving with them. 2.5. 3 at the present moment. And then we're going to go onto the trail. Movement costs for the trail are, I'll get this all lined up shortly. Not a trail. They are a farm lane. Half of the terrain and hex. So we're at 3 at the moment. And going through that would be 3 normally, so it's 1.5. So it's 4.5, 5, no, 4.5, 6, 7. And that would be 1.5, which we can't afford. So we're there for 7. Okay. And I think that completes Jackson's brigade. Okay. Remove those. And we need to give them an advance order. There we go. And we need to give them a activation. Clone that one. There we go. Jackson done. And then we have Chalmers. Okay. So now, again, I can't see anything that's going to slow the movement down too much. Oh, looks like we have another unassigned cavalry unit here. All right, I'll have to remember that and then assign him. Oh, no, he's allocated 2 Chalmers. Okay. Is there a way we can put a little note on that? No. Okay, a little label or something. Okay, 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. It's quite a big brigade, isn't it? 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. No slopes in there. 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. Gentle slope, wooded slopes that we're going through here. Again, I suppose we could follow the road. 1, 2, 2.5. 2.5. Half is 3, 4. 5.5. 7. So we see other battery up there. We'll keep Chalmers there, and Withers we'll move 1.5, 3. Yeah, 3, 4.5, 6. There we go. And then the cavalry will just move up. Oh, it's connected to Chalmers, so let's keep it with Chalmers. What's cavalry moving through these woods? 2. Well, it's not too bad. I notice there's no dismounted counters for these cavalry, so I'm assuming they don't dismount. And moving along the road is 1, unless they're following march stacking restrictions, which these aren't. So it's 1, 2, 3. Please change his facing, rotate clockwise. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then change his facing back counterclockwise. There we go, keeping him under command there. Yeah, so notice the corps commanders haven't moved. Oh, there's a unit under there. Oh, there's 2 cavalry. Wow. All right, well, let's put them there. Blimey, that's a lot of horse meat. Okay, yeah, corps commanders and army commanders move after everything else is activated and all the gleam tricks. So if I bring up the sequence of play here, they are used in the commander movement phase and can have up to 40 movement points. If they use that kind of movement potential, they're restricting what they can do the following turn, which we'll go through when we get that far. So let's clone that, put that back over there, and give Chalmers. Sorry if I'm bastardizing any of these names. Okay, and that's them done. And that actually completes that division. Because Withers doesn't have too much. Okay, I'm going to draw the next chip, but I'm going to end the video here. So let's just bring up the hat. There it is. And the Confederate pull. So Withers goes into there. And the next one drawn is... Ooh. Oh, what did I do that for? Bring that back. Flip, not delete. Prentice, the first Union, which is unfortunate for the Confederates because they would like to have had another shot at those. Well, it doesn't mean they're going to recover, does it? We will find that out in the next video. So let's go back up to the, well, let's go to the top because I didn't start at the top. So, yeah. So have I cocked up with Braggs Corp, moving it to the Confederate left when it should it be moving to Confederate right, considering that's where Gladden's brigade is? I don't know. I might have to do a little bit of looking at some battle maps and sort of going, oh, that's where it should be. Doesn't mean that I've got to keep it that way. I could swing Gladden's fully across after this first turn. We shall see. Yeah, it's a lot of movement in this particular video. Not much action, but getting to grips with the terrain and looking at the terrain that we've got across with Braggs Corp. Looks quite difficult, but let's see how that pans out. Anyway, well, thank you for watching. If you've got this far, if you could do the like and subscribe and comments, that would be appreciated. And yeah, play games, have fun. Goodbye, internet. Till next time.